What's up, everybody? It's Dr. Shazetta. I hope you guys are doing well. It is Saturday morning, about 10:15 or so here in DC, and I just had a hankering to come out and spend some time with you all. I think I might try my hand out at these kind of periodic Saturday morning stoop sessions. I'm sitting outside getting some good sun. The weather is good. It's going to get hot today, but the sun feels really good on my skin. But I just wanted to come and chat, and maybe these sessions will be a little bit less formal. Maybe you guys will send in some things that you want to talk about. Feel free to drop those down in the comment section. If this is your first time here, welcome to Dr. Shazetta's channel. This is the place where intellect, creativity, and inspiration collide. I am not necessarily a niche person. I am multifaceted, and I'm in a season of my life where I'm trying to embrace all the portions of who I am. What I like to say is that to deny any portion of who I am is to disregard all of who I am. And so on this channel, you'll see things like my travels. You'll see things about my efforts to be more minimalist and more simplistic in my life. You'll see things about the camera gear that I use for my street photography and documentary work. Today, I'm shooting on the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 using the microphone that came with it. Absolutely loving this setup. It really is simplistic, and I'll likely edit this right inside the app on my cell phone using the iPhone 15 Pro. But wanted to check in with you guys today. It's been a busy week, but it's been a really good week for me. I've spent a lot of time refining processes. I've spent a lot of time in reflection, trying to set routines. I work in higher education for my full-time job, and so the semester is about to begin. And so setting routines for myself and for my family is extremely important for me in order to set myself up to be my best self. I thrive in routines and systems and processes and all of that kind of stuff. And I don't always do well with change, but I'm trying to set myself up that if I follow the routine significantly enough or long enough, right, that slight changes won't throw me off so bad. So there are a few things this week that have gone really well for me. So first is my morning routine. I set a morning routine a couple of weeks ago on paper and set out this past week to try and follow it. It worked really well on the days that it worked well. But there were a couple of nights that I didn't go to bed on time, and so my ideal get up time at 5 or 5:30 in the morning didn't really go over too well for my body. And so I'll make some adjustments this coming week to make sure that I'm giving myself enough time to sleep. One of the tools that I use to track my sleep is the Aura Ring. Strangely enough, I've misplaced it this week, really just a couple of days ago, and so I will be hunting for it as I go throughout the weekend so that I'm good to go and have it fully charged on Sunday night when I'm able to start my week over again. Even though I try to give myself some more freedom on the weekends, I guess, I still don't try to stretch it out too far. I still try to keep some sort of rhythm. I find that it's really important for my son as well, who's 11 years old, falls somewhere on the spectrum, we believe, and does really well, thrives with routine and understanding or having expectations for what his day-to-day life looks like. So that's something that I'm trying to honor. Also want to chat about, there's a couple of things that other like tools that really worked well for me this week. So I started, if you've been following my my YouTube shorts back on the 26th to 27th of July, I started this 90-day daily journaling challenge. And the tool I'm using for that is just the field notes. This is their field notes. I forgot what this one is called, but this is the one that's supposed to be like super durable, waterproof, tear-proof paper and all that kind of stuff. And so I've been intentionally writing in this every day. I think I missed one day and I wasn't starting over, but I picked up where I left off. But however many days it's been since July 26th, and today is, I think, the 11th of August, I've kept up with it except for that one day. And it's been a really life-changing experience for me. I intend to keep it up minimally for the next 90 days, but I have a hunch that this is going to be something that I'm able to stick with for a while. I think the smaller pages, and I'm a mini pocket notebook person anyway, but the smaller pages really make me feel like I'm not having to write a whole lot, but I find myself actually writing and using multiple pages throughout a given day. And so even have some little artwork and sketch stuff in there. I put some stickers in here. This is a document that I was at a session yesterday that we had to color as a part of the session. And so I just folded it up and clipped it in there. And so it's really cool. This fits inside of my plotter mini. I've not talked to you guys about my plotter mini, I don't think, but loving the plotter mini. This notebook fits perfectly inside there, and I'm able to just toss the strap on. And so I'm thinking this might be my system that works for me for a while. So I'll keep you guys updated on that. More likely to do that in my YouTube shorts than I am in long-term video. Another thing that's been really helpful for me this week is having a small EDC bag that goes with me wherever. I know EDCs are trendy. I've been EDCing for a while now, for many years, or at least wrestling with it. Back in my days when I lived in Texas and Tennessee and could conceal carry and was doing the whole prepper thing, EDC, my EDC was much heavier. It was more like, yep, it was a lot. But now I'm finding that just having something small with me that has the basics of what I need, not necessarily survival stuff, but just the everydays of what I need. My chapstick, my sunglasses, my keys, right? A pair of headphones, those sorts of things has been really, really helpful. I carry and I'll maybe do a short or a video on it another day, but I carry the Belroy hip pack, the really small one. I purchased it about a month ago, I guess, in preparation for my trip to DR Congo, thinking I would use it just on the plane. It would just be something I use for travel, but it has become like my everyday lifesaver. It fits my notebook, fits my phone, my AirPods, my keys, chapstick, fits this little microphone that I'm wearing now, because this microphone also works with my iPhone. This is a Bluetooth mic, and so I'm able to just pick up and do content creation wherever I am. That's another thing I've been working on this week, is trying to make content creation less difficult and less tedious, right? I'm finding that things that I want to stick to, it's important to make them easier for myself to do. So like right now, I'm using the Osmo Pocket 3, which is cool, and like a little monopod. But in the mornings, for instance, when I'm making the shorts about making my tea or making my breakfast, even this is a little tedious to have to position and start and stop it. So I'm thinking about picking up the Ray-Ban Metas only to use for kind of point of view video and creating my YouTube shorts. So those have been like tools I've been using this week. Other things I've been thinking about this week, I've really been leaning into the book that I'm reading. Is called Ikigai, or one of the books that I'm reading is called Ikigai. And one of the things that it talks about is discovering your purpose, but more than that, realizing that your purpose changes or may change from time to time, and that the things you should be doing in a given moment, not based on a to-do list or any sort of aim toward being productive, but it is about purpose. What is the thing I should be putting my energy toward in this moment, in this season, at this very time? And so I have been, again, in a process of reassessment. And there used to be a time when I felt like always reflecting and always reassessing was like a sign of instability, but I'm finding it to be quite the opposite, that always being in a place where you're reflective, where you're constantly reassessing where you are and what you're doing, is how you make moves toward a more healthy kind of state of being, that you're always looking to make sure that what I am doing now is what I should be putting my energy toward right now, in ways that are life-giving, right? You guys know that I've been talking about for a few years now, trying to make sure that we are doing things well, not that we are doing things good, right, or the quality of what we're doing, but that while we are doing what we're doing, we are well in ourselves. And so the well life is becoming increasingly important to me. And also, kind of have built upon that concept here recently, is the well life, doing things that are replenishing. The idea that, yes, we are whole and well in our bodies, or as well in our bodies and our spirits and our personhood, or at least as well as we can be, but also the idea that what we are putting our hands to is replenishing, as if we're going to a well to take a fresh drink of water. And so I'll be building this out a little bit more as we're continuing to navigate through. I'm really proud of the content I've put out over the last few weeks, and consistently I'm trying to create a piece of content every day, even if I'm not posting it every day, so that I have kind of something in the throes to make sure that I have something that's going up once a day or every couple of days or so. Right now I'm leaning into the YouTube shorts. They are not stressful for me to do by and large. They don't take a lot of time, and you all are responding really well. It is my hope to be able to get to a place where I am creating meaningful content that brings value, that is inspirational, that is just simply interesting. I absolutely love YouTube and YouTube communities, and so I spend a lot of time looking and seeing what other people are doing in their lives. There are airplanes going across. I live really close to the airport, and so I apologize if you hear the noise, but I'm really interested in not only knowing what other people are doing, but I'm interested in sharing my life and my day-to-day with other folks as well, but also being a place where I can share the gifts, right, that God has given me, and also share the opportunities. Like, I have amazing opportunities to go places and to do things and to meet people that other folks either don't have the opportunity to do or don't think they could have the opportunity to do. And so I want to share, right, and be transparent around those things. One thing I'm aiming to do this week is to really set some goals for my creative work and creative life. I started redesigning my website last week. It's still live if you want to go check it out at drshazetta.com, but there are some links and things that will go to not fully developed spaces. So I'll be working over that over the next couple of weeks, and certainly aiming to have it done by the end of August, so that it's up and running. And there will be opportunities to interface and interact. There'll be opportunities for all sorts of learners. I am a visual and tactile learner, but there will be opportunities to read my blog there, to listen to recordings and podcasts, to watch videos and films, and also to look at some of my street photography. I really am trying to make it a place that is my little corner, right, of the interwebs. And so I hope that you are taking time. As I look through photos and videos and watch documentaries from times of old, I find myself being really grateful that in that season of the world, or in those eras, there were people who felt called to document and felt called to just capture, more so than document, and to tell the stories of their generations. And so I'm hoping that more of us will pick up cameras, turn on our camera phones, because when my son becomes as old as I am, I want him to be able to look back and be reminded of the things he remembers, but I also want him to be able to look back and know about things that he could not have known because he wasn't yet right on the earth. I am navigating through what it means to be fully transparent. I intend to be transparent on this channel, but there are some things even that probably should remain private. So there are some things I will keep back, but overall my aim is to be transparent and to honest, and to give you all a glimpse at what I do, at what I love, at what I'm passionate about, and I hope that you'll share with me as well. If the Saturday kind of Stoop session recap of the week type thing is something that you enjoy or that you think you might be interested in, or if you want to share some topics for me to come and sit outside and talk about as long as the weather's decent, then I hope you'll drop it down in the comments. I also hope that you will subscribe. You all have done great. We've now at, I think, about 412 or 13 subscribers. I'm hoping to hit 1,000 in the next couple of weeks, obviously toward the end of monetization and growing the community. But I'm taking my time. I want to be consistent, and I hope that you will come along for the journey. Listen, it's Saturday. I hope that you are taking some time for yourself. I hope that you're engaging in self-care today and planning for how you continue to do it every day. In the meantime, I'll holler at you later. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.